So, welcome back. This is video 4 on how to play Dominoes, the game of 5 with Jack Mulcahy. The first couple of videos we went through the basics of the domino, the set, and what the dominoes look like. Then we went through, in video 2, matching and scoring. Then video 3, keeping the score. So now in video 4, we're calling it the Boneyard. We're going to look at really the beginning of the game and what happens then. So the 28 dominoes are put down on the table at the very beginning. We have our cribbage board here for scoring, or a piece of paper. We have our little pins, we're good to go. So I'm playing Mr. Clown here, he's my opposition. So either player, both of us, we can shuffle these as long and as much as we want. And then each player, me and Mr. Clown, draw one domino. If there's other players, they all draw one. And we turn it over. So I got a 6 and a 4 and a 10. And Mr. Clown got a 2 and a 2 and a 4. And that means that I go first. I got the highest number, I go first. So I am what they call on set. And so Mr. Clown, then we turn them back over and shuffle them. Mr. Clown shuffles them. Well, I want to just go through one other little thing. Suppose that Mr. Clown pulled a 2 and a 2 and I pulled a 0 and a 4. Well, they both add up to the same number, 4. However, then you look at the individual numbers on either side of the tile, and the person with the highest number, 4, is greater than his highest number, 2, goes first. So if they're equal, the person with the highest number goes first. So anyway, I'm on set. I got the 4 and the 6. So now it's Mr. Clown's turn. So what he's got to do is he does the shuffling. He shuffles all the dominoes, and then it's up to me to draw. So I draw 5 dominoes, and I put them here like that so I can see them. And when I finish drawing my 5, it goes around the left. There was 3 players that all draw 5. And Mr. Clown, in turn, he would draw his 5. And you see, I can't see his 5 and he can't see it. That's a good point. If that happens, he's got to put him back and draw another one. 3, 4, 5. So now we've all drawn our 5. And remember, I'm on set. Mr. Clown has done the shuffling, I've drawn them, and now the dominoes must be placed to the right of the person on set. And we do that to remind ourselves always who was on set last time, who went first last time. The Boneyard is on the right, I'm on set. You'll see if the game moves fast, you forget who was on set, the person on the right. So it's up to me now, it's up to me to go first. Remember, the object of the game is to try to score a number divisible by 5 on the extremes of the tiles on the board. So I can decide to play any domino I like. So suppose I play a domino like this. You play the doubles vertically like that. And 3 and 3 is 6, divided by 5 is not even, no score. So now Mr. Clown, he has to play a domino which matches a 3. So I'm going to turn his over so I can see them, but obviously you don't do this in the game. Mr. Clown doesn't have a 3. So what does Mr. Clown have to do? If he has a 3, he has to play it. If he has a choice, he can play whichever one he wants. So if he doesn't have a domino he can play, what does Mr. Clown have to do? He has to pick up one from the Boneyard. And if he picks up a 3, which he didn't, he's got to pick up another one. Finally, he picks up a 3 and he has to play it. 6 and 2 is 8, not divisible by 5, no score. So now what can I do? I have to play a 3 or 2. So I look at mine and I do have a 3, so I play it. My score, 2 and 4, 6. We don't count these until we play off them. We can play off them now that the cross has been made. No score. Now it's Mr. Clown's turn. He can play, because the cross has been made, the 3, the 2 or the 4. So he's got to try to play something there which hopefully, when added together, will add up to 10 or 15 or something divisible even by 5. Very quickly here I see, if I play the 2 and the 1 like that, 1 and 4 is 5. No score here because they haven't been played off yet. 5, that's 1 point for Mr. Clown, and he's on the board. He's the first person who's got a point on the board. So this is the aerial shot of the same hand. It's me to play, and I play the 4 and the 6. The 6 and the 1 is a 7, which gives, unfortunately, a no score. It's now Mr. Clown's turn to play, and he can play a 1-4. 6 and 4 is 10. These don't count until they're played off. That's 2 points for Mr. Clown. So we move Mr. Clown up 2 points. Now it's my turn to play. I can play a 6 a 4, or a 3. I've got a 4-0, so I'm going to play that. You can play them at right angles. You can't play around, but you could play it here, but you can play it here just to keep it on the board. 0 and 6 is 6, and 3, we don't count those, so it's 6 and 0, no score. Now it's Mr. Clown's turn. He has several options, but he decides to play the double 0. 0 and 6 is 6, we don't count the 3s until they've been played off, 6, no score. Now it's my turn, and if I can put down this last domino, which I can, I put it down here, and that gives a 5 and a 0, so it's 1 point to me. I have dominoed, the hand is over. So as we know, he's got to turn the 3 of them over. 5, 10, 15 and 4 is 19. 19 is closest to 20. Divided by 5, I get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, whose turn is it next? Well, I was on set, so Mr. Clown's on set next time. So I've got to do the shuffling. The shuffling is the other person in a game of 2 to the person's on set, or the person to the right of the person on set if there's 3 or 4 players. So I was on set, now he's on set, so I've got to do the shuffling. So I turn them all over, I put the Boneyard all back together again, I put them like that, I shuffle them. Mr. Clown is on set, so what does Mr. Clown do after I've shuffled them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he picks 5. What do I do? After he's done, I pick my 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what do we do with the Boneyard? It goes to the right of the person on set, and off we go again. Who goes first? He's on set, he goes. And again, he picks his domino. He has a 5 and a 0, 1 point, so he cracks a point. And we play on in that way. And we keep playing in a two-handed game until either one person, until we get to 61 or 31 if we're playing a half game. But at the end of each hand, we play in this manner, unless we get to the end of the Boneyard when there's 2, and then we both turn over if the game is blocked. And that's it. That's the basics of the how to play a game of dominoes. But there is more complications later, is how to win a game of dominoes. And that's the next video.